So, hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to study trigonometry part 5. Okay, this one will be part 5. So, everyone, did you saw any notification? Did you saw any notification for 2024 2024 vacancies? There will be railway vacancies also. There will be SSC vacancy also. So, everyone, read as fast as you can, and I am starting both the arithmetic as well as advance. The advance is going on, but I want to start arithmetic also because the exam will be conducted within 2 or 3 months of notification. Okay, so you will have to do everything in 3 months. Okay, so I will teach you advance. I am teaching you advance, and I will also teach you arithmetic. Arithmetic will be started within some days. Okay, so let's start with the newer section, newer formulas. Friends, we have no time, so we have to do it faster. Okay, let's start with some of the trigonometric formulas. Okay, so let's start. So write down all these formulas. These are very important. Okay, these are very important formulas. You have to remember all this. You no need to prove all this. The provement is not required. Okay, so you have to remember all these formulas. There is no way. You have to remember them. Let's start with the first formula is sine a plus b is equal to sine a cos b, and if here will be plus, here will be also plus, cos a into sine b, right? The second one is sine a minus b, that is sine a into cos b minus cos a into sine b. Okay, here will be also minus and here will be also minus. Then third formula is cos of a minus b, sorry, first one cos of a plus b, so we should have to write as cos a into cos b. If here will be plus, then here will be minus, sin a into sin b. Okay, and the last fourth one formula is cos of a minus b. Okay, so cos a into cos b, if here will be minus and here will be plus. Okay, so cos a cos b into sin a sin b. Okay everyone, so write down these formulas. These are very important, very important, very important. I don't want to explain them, okay, because these results are very tough to understand. You won't be able to understand, so you have no time. Just revise it again and again so that you can solve the sum easily. Okay, there is no way. Revise it again and again so that you can remember it better. Let's start with the next one. Use the 4 formulas. Okay, if I using the first formula, that is sine a plus b, and dividing it by using cos a plus b, so what will be your resultant? You know that sine theta upon cos theta is what? Tan theta. Okay, if I writing both these formulas, sine a into cos b plus cos b cos A into sin B. The second resultant is cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. So if I minus the whole equation written here with cos A into cos B, if I minus them, divide them, cos A into cos B by these formulas, so what you will get the answer? You will get the answer sin A upon cos A. If I write like this, sin A into cos B upon cos A into cos B. Okay, then if I using the second way, cos A into sin B, okay, then if I divided them with cos A into cos B, I am writing these upper one only, okay. So what will be the resultant? Cos B is crossed out, cos A is crossed out. I got in the numerator tan A plus tan B. I got the numerator as tan A and tan B. Let's solve the denominator in the same way, okay. So you will get the resultant something like this, that is tan A plus B is equal to tan A plus tan B 1 minus tan A tan B, tan A into tan B. So this is the resultant, okay. Let's start with the second resultant. What is that? If I use those four formulas, that is, if I use sin A minus B upon cos A minus B, cos A minus B, then what will be the resultant? After solving all this in the same way you have done the previous one, okay, so that you will get the resultant, that is tan A minus B is equal to tan A minus tan B 1 plus tan A into tan B, okay. So the resultant will be this. I am doing it faster because there is no way. You have to remember all these formulas because 2024 election will be held, okay. So exams will be conducted, vacancies will be more and more. Will surely it will be state or whether it will be central, the vacancies will come more and more. So you have to do it faster as soon as you can. Remember all this, there is no way. I am telling you, just remember. Do it at least 5 times. You watch the video, you will be completely remember all these ideas, okay. So remember this, if I use tan A minus B here, then minus will be used here, numerator and with the numerator. So let's jump to the next one. In the same way, if you write for cot A plus B, okay, cot A plus B, you know that cot, what do you mean by cot theta means, I know that cos A plus B upon cos A minus B, sin A plus B. So solve in the same way that you have done in previous one. So what is the resultant will be yours? So the resultant will be cot A into cot B minus 1 and cot B plus cot A. This will be your resultant, okay. Friends, there is no way. You should have to remember this because trigonometry is all about formulas. If you have understand your formulas or remember your formulas, you can do it better, okay. So remember this. If you using plus here, okay, there will be minus in the numerator. for cot. And tan, what is tan happened there? If you using tan a plus b, if you using plus here, then the numerator will be plus. Okay, if you using minus here, then the numerator will be minus there. So in the cot, if you are using cot a plus b, then minus will be placed here. If you using minus here, then plus will be placed here. That's all, no difference. I am showing you. Cot of a plus b, what will be your resultant? I wrote the resultant. Cot a into cot b, there will be plus, so here will be minus 1. Okay, then cot a plus cot b. Okay, if I using cot a minus b here, your resultant will be cot a into cot b plus 1 and cot of b minus cot of a. Remember this area. So you know that here will be minus place, so here will be plus came here. But remember these area, because these values are interchanged. Compare the differences. Okay, compare the differences of those formulas so that you can understand it more better and remember it faster without forgetting the signs used in the formulas. Okay, just like plus is minus, minus is plus. Okay, compare the differences so that you can understand it more better. Okay, so let's jump to the next one. If I adding those four formulas, that is, if I adding sine a plus b with the sine a minus b, then what will be your resultant? You write those formulas and solve them. I am solving the first one only. Okay, if I using sine a plus b, then you will get sine a cos b plus cos a sine b, right? If I using this one will be sine a into sine b, cos b, okay, minus cos a into sine b. So what will you found? I found that sine a into cos b. I found that sine a into cos b. So I found that 2 sine a into cos b, and this one plus and this one is minus, so both are crossed out. So what will be your resultant? My resultant is sine a plus b plus sine a minus b. What is my resultant? My resultant is 2 sine a into cos b. That's it, 2 sine a into cos b. Do you understand, everyone? So in the same way, all those 4 formulas write down. If I add them, sine a plus b and plus with cos a minus b, your resultant will be 2 sine a into cos b. Okay, second one is, if I minus the both formulas, sine a plus b minus here will be sine placed here. Okay, sine will be placed here, sine sin. Okay, so the next one, sine a minus b. Okay, so what will be your resultant? Your resultant will be 2 cos a into sine b. So if minus here, cos will be placed first. Okay, remember these smaller differences so that you can't ever forget them. Okay, cos of a plus b, if I add both those formulas, cos of a minus b, then what will be my resultant? My resultant will be 2 cos a into cos b. Okay, plus both of them cos. Okay, plus both of them will be cos. Next one is cos of a plus b, if minus placed here, cos of a minus b, then what will be your answer? My answer will be minus 2 sine a into sine b. Minus 2 sine a sine b. Minus will be here only. Okay. So let's jump to the next formulas. Okay. If I use those a plus b as c, if I write a plus b as c, okay, a plus b as c and a minus b as d. Why I am using this? I am proving you something. Okay. So if I found a from them, I found that c plus d upon 2. Remember friends, remember something. If an equation given like this, okay, so directly if you have to found a, you have to add both of them, both the values divided by 2. If you have to find b, this value, you have to use minus the both values and divided with 2. Okay, so this one for a and this one for b. So why am you telling this? So I previously wrote a formula, that is sine a plus b plus sine a minus b. Okay, sine a plus b and sine a minus b. If I write this one as c, do you have any objection? No, I said you a plus b is equal to c. And if I write this as d, if you have any objection? No. So I am writing this as sine c plus sine d. So what do you have written your resultant? I have found that 2. What is the resultant of this? This one's resultant is 2 sine a into cos b, your resultant. Okay, cos b your resultant. So if I write them substituting a, what do you found that a? I found that a will be both of them plus, that is a plus b upon 2. This one for c. Okay, and cos of d, what will be d? D will be a minus b upon 2. Yeah, do you understand? No. Okay, let's teach you again. If I say you, if I writing that a plus b is equal to c and a minus b is equal to d, what I said to you, if you have to find a, add the both values, that is c plus d, and divided it with 2. If you have to find b, then you have to minus the value and divide it with 2. That's it. Okay, so I have wrote a formula, that is sine a plus b, okay, into plus sine a minus b. What will be your resultant? The resultant will be sine a into cos b. So how should I write this? If I write this a here and b right here, okay, that is a plus b. What is a plus b? A plus b written as c and a minus b written as d. So sine c plus sine d is equal to 2 into sine, that is c plus d upon 2, and cos c minus d upon 2. Do you understand, everyone? That's it. This one is your identity. So write down all those identity related to this way. Okay, if I write them, first one is sine c plus sine d. What is sine c plus sine d? The sine c plus sine d will be 2 sine c plus d upon 2. Okay, and the cos of c minus d upon 2. Okay, the second one is sine c minus sine d. So what you have found the resultant? I have found that 2 cos of c plus d upon 2 into sine of c minus d upon 2. Okay, the next one is, if I use cos c plus cos d, what will be resultant? The resultant will be 2 cos c plus d upon 2 and cos of c minus d upon 2. Okay, the fourth formula is cos c minus cos d. This is your very important formula. Okay, you should write to this minus 2 sin c plus d upon 2 into sine of c minus d upon 2. Okay, to remove this minus, the same formula you can write like this. That is minus of plus of 2 sine of c plus d upon 2 and cos of c d minus c upon 2. Sorry, you have no space. Let's jump to the next page. Okay, so the last formula is cos of c minus cos of d. Okay, cos of c minus cos of d. What will be your resultant? The resultant will be my 2 sine c plus d upon 2 and sine c minus d upon 2. Is that clear? This one, or you can write the same formula as 2 sine c plus d upon 2 into sine d minus c 2. Why this value is changed? Because if I take minus common from here, the minus value will become plus and the value will be interchanged. D is came into this here, c is came into this here. I can't understand. If I say this as, if I write c minus d, if I taking minus from both them, so if I am taking minus from both the values, you will be d will be plus and c will be your minus. Because this one is plus, I am taking minus from both one. Okay, d have minus but c doesn't have minus, so c will acquire minus sign and d will become positive. So d will become positive and c will become minus. Okay, do you understand something? No? So let's, okay, if I use a number to explain them, if I say 6 plus 5 minus 6 plus 5, if I taking minus from both of them, the minus will acquire plus charge and the plus will be acquire minus charge. Okay, this one is. So the next one, friends, I'm telling you that you have to just remember the formulas. There is no way. I won't teach you more and more. I teach you less and very important content so that you can tackle your exam. That's it. Read my videos. If you have question paper with you or something previous year if you have with you, then try them. Try to solve them. Okay, but do the theory, because theory is very important. Without theory you can't solve anything. Okay, so you have to remember, if you remember those formulas, that is sine of a plus b plus sine of a minus b. Okay, what you got the resultant for there? I got from there, that is 2 sine of sine a into cos b. That's it. If I write them in the same way, I written as sine C. Okay, this one is sine C and this was as sine D. Sine D. What I got the resultant? I got the resultant, that is 2 of sine C plus D upon 2. Okay, and cos of C minus D upon 2. Yeah, is that right? Yeah. So why I'm telling this? Because you have to remember from both the sides. Okay, in this way you have to remember, in this way also you have to remember. If I give this side as a question, you should know this one. If I give this one as a question, you should know this one. You have to know this one. You have to know this one. So you have to remember from both the sides. If you remember this one and not remembering this one, okay, so remember from both the side. Why am you telling that? Let's jump to the next one. If I see those formulas, that is sine A plus B, okay, and multiplying this with sine A minus B, what will be my resultant? Let's multiply it. Okay, so if I writing sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, with this one I'm writing this sine A into cos B minus cos A into sine B. So after multiplying you all this, your resultant will be this one. If you found this, sine square A into cos square B minus cos square A into sine square B. The first resultant yours is this one. This one is your first resultant by solving this formula. Okay, multiplying sine A plus B into sine A minus B. The resultant will be yours is here, sine square A into cos square B. Okay, minus cos square A minus cos square A into sine square B. This one is your formula. Okay, if the same formula you can be able to write like this, that is cos square B minus cos square A. Okay, the same formula you can also write like this, that is sine square A minus sine square B. Okay, so the same formula you should be able to write in 3 ways. You have to remember all the 3 ways. Okay, so let's make it clear. That is, if I use sine A plus B into sine A minus B, my resultant will be 3. That is, first resultant is sine square A into cos square B. Okay, cos square B minus cos square A into sine square B. This one is your first resultant. Second resultant is cos square B minus cos square A. Okay, and the third resultant for this formula is sine square A minus sine square B. That's it. These are the 3 resultant. Okay, make it clear, remember this. That's it. Let's jump to the next one and the final one, because daily remembering formula is a challenging. Okay, so I'm teaching you just a 30 or 35 minutes because 1 hour lecture will be boring for you. Okay, so I'm just teaching 30 minutes. Just watch this 30 minutes at least 5 times as you can, because understanding and remembering is more important in the remembering formulas. Okay, so you should have to remember these formulas by watching the video 5 times, or you should download this video and take it as a notes. Okay, and revise it again and again as you can. Okay, so the last formula, that is cos a plus b into cos a minus b. What will be my resultant? My resultant will be first, that is cos square a into cos square b minus sin square a into sin square b. This one is first resultant, or you can write the same formula as cos square b minus sin square a. Okay, or the same formula you will be able to write like this: cos square a minus sin square b. That's it. These are the formulas, friends. You no need to remember, because you no sorry I tell you no need to remember. I want to tell you that you no need to prove them. Okay, you should have to remember. That's it. I'm not telling you to remember this by solving. Okay, don't solve, just revise it again and again, write it again and again, and so that you will be make it clear where the sign will be plus, where the sign will be minus. Okay, by solving only you can understand this. Okay, so remember all those formulas, recall all those formulas again and again, so that you can be able to remember all those formulas. So thank you everyone, let's see in the next video.